zero coding background, but within a few hours, I built my first SaaS. This is exactly how I did it and what I would do differently next time. As a content writer, I kept coming up against the same wall. ChatGPT and stuff are somewhat helpful, but the output is always generic. I would waste all the time I saved just editing that piece of content. And the process of prompting still felt very manual. I really wanted to find a content generation tool that lived up to my standards. A tool that gave me the control I needed with the option to build clusters, change the structure, add links, images, and posting all automatically. I couldn't find anything like that in the market, so I decided to build it myself. By the way, if you want to check out the other videos in our Build With Me series, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when we post next. The SaaS I created is called Contico, and the core flow is pretty cool. And if you're into SEO, you'll know what I mean. First, you have to set up your brand guidelines, which you can import or fill with the help of AI. This has all your product knowledge, tone of voice, anything AI needs to sound like you. You can also import your product or stock images and your URL database. Then, you start creating clusters and adding on your keywords. When you're ready, you move on to brief generation, where you can complete competitor analysis and create a full brief. Then, you go to generate content. Add in links, images, change anything. And finally, you publish. Now, let me show you how I built it. I'm definitely not a developer, so I relied fully on Claude. I started out in Claude Artifacts. It let me mock up my idea really quickly and test the logic behind it. Looking back, I probably could have gone just straight to Claude Code and used plan mode to help validate the idea, but I won't lie, at the time I felt a little intimidated, even though I truly shouldn't have. Anyways, my goal at this point was just to get a working product up and running. But when I showed the tool to a friend, she asked if she could give it a try. That was the first time I realized that this could maybe turn into a real business idea. But I had to figure out how to take it live. And again, that was pretty scary. Obviously, I turned to Hostinger to actually deploy and host the app. With Hostinger, I knew I could host the app on VPS and create a website for my new business, all in the same place. Plus, they make deploying the app from Claude really easy, especially with the new Hostinger connector. If you want to check it out for yourself, make sure you use the code HA1 for 10% off your next plan. To be fully transparent, I don't think I understand how I did it, but now it's live somehow. And I think that's okay. I'm not a technical person, but between Hostinger's easy setup and Claude guidance, it was far easier than I would have expected. Everything was just kind of done for me. By the end, I managed to build this nice website done with Horizons and connected to the blog generator app that's hosted on my private server. Using Horizons also meant I could get the website going, sell subscriptions, and set up user profiles from one place. Payments were handled via the Stripe integration, so I truly could manage everything from within my H panel. Whole product took me about 40 hours to build. Then I went ahead and shared it on LinkedIn, expecting that it would go viral, and I got nothing. My worst performing LinkedIn post so far. A couple of likes, but in terms of actual signups, questions, or money, it was pretty dead. So the real lesson came as I was looking at an empty signup page, trying to figure out what I did wrong. I built Contico because I had a problem. I was the target user and I knew exactly what I wanted, and as I was building, that felt like it was enough. But knowing my own problem and knowing how other people feel about it are very different. I skipped that part. I think at least 5 conversations with potential users before I ever wrote a prompt would have told me things no amount of research ever could. What you need for this is a simple form and at least 5 people in your network who are willing to talk about their problems. Also, I started off just trying to create an app for myself. The idea to monetize it came later. I was building and learning as I went, but if I were to do it again, I would be much more organized. First, I would start with a proper build plan that includes the scope and the feature list. And I would have done everything on Claude Code. I wasted hours with the artifacts. And for sure, marketing plan. Can't believe I work in marketing and I failed this one. I'm not gonna lie, I had seen others post to LinkedIn and boom, viral. So yeah, it was really discouraging. What I should have done is create a real go-to-market plan defining who am I selling this to? which content creators and what niche do they work in, where are they doing research, etc, etc. How will I reach them? One LinkedIn post is not enough. Outside of LinkedIn, how do I find other creators and writers that need this product? Maybe sharing it during a conference, doing paid advertising. I don't know, I never really thought about it. And third one, what does success in the first 30 days look like? Having a goal that I can follow up on and figure out what I need to do to reach that goal. If I could go back in time, I would find people with the same problem I had and bring them on ASAP. I would let them see early versions and ask what's missing. The beta testers help you test the app, but they are also the first signal about whether the app is going to work or not in the real world. They are case studies, market research, and word of mouth all roll into one. Honestly, I'm kind of glad the app didn't go viral because I learned a lot more this way. And I still have a functional SaaS. What's important to me, though, was realizing how easy it is to get something online. Now I can focus on marketing the app. And if you want to keep watching our Build With Me series, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you check out this video where Emma creates her own online store to sell her dream candle. And a spoiler alert, she's actually made sales. I'll see you in the next one.